Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Fine, I hope. I am come to you for a little bit. I've got to do some errands. Somebody's coming over to get me. We're gonna go have lunch, and then um, they're gonna take me to the post office, and we may go to what I keep. I don't want to say where we're gonna go because it's a particular store. So anyway, we may go to another store, and so I won't mention. I'll mention it if I buy something when I get there. So anyway, I hope y'all are doing well. I've had a good day today so far. I've been decluttering. I've been packing stuff up. Um, I counted my books that I have. I actually guessed I had like 300, and actually I had 225 books. And I always said I didn't want over 250. So I think that's good. I probably will purge some, maybe like 10 of them. If I, yeah, about 10 of them. I may get rid of or pass on some of my Creative Haven books. I think I will because I don't foresee myself coloring in some of them, but I'll think about it first before I do it. Um, I like the pages and stuff like that. I've got some that I like the Teresa Goodrich ones. I probably just keep one or two of those. I like the gnome one, but I have a couple of them that are kind of I've had for a while and I haven't colored in them. So, but anyway, I'll talk about those later. But yeah, I have 225 books, which I thought they to me they look like it was more than that. I guess it depends on how you store them. I have them stored in the crates, the Michael's album crates. So, and I have 8 of them. One of the crates I use for my resource or reference books. Another one I use for my um, notepads and paper and stuff like that. My watercolor books that are not colored in. I'm actually looking at them now as I describe it, so that's why I had to pause. And so I may show them by category. That way they'll only be like 10 or 15 at a time. I won't flip them all, totally flip them, but and I think I'm going to start with my Asian books because I was going to start A through X because I don't think I have anything with the Z or Y. No, I do have a book with the Y. Okay, so I'll just start with A, and A is for Asian art, Asian books. So I'll start with those probably tonight or tomorrow. And there's not that many. So, 225. I thought it would be more. I thought it would be over 300, but no, I guess I might have cut down some before then. But anyway, so I was watching the replay of Miss Dee Dee Wellingham's yesterday because I didn't get to see it live, and it was a really nice video. I did get to see Miss Janet Young's live. I was there for most of her live. Um, I did watch Kathy Berg today. I had a really nice time over there. She's got a very calming, relaxing voice, and she's extremely creative. So I got some tips from her. She asked a good question: how do you store your fodder or your scraps or your cutouts and stuff and clippings? And I said I had a box of stuff because people kept saying you got to save your fodder. I didn't even know what the fodder was, but the fodder and whatever is the leftover from cutting out ephemeral, and so I've been saving that stuff. But I've got a box of it, and I got a couple little other things separated. So I need to go through those and purge them a little bit. Now I showed this book that I got. I got this one brand new last year at a thrift store. It is what's the name of this thing? Oh, Generations Archival Photo Album book, or whatever kind of book you want to put in it. It is expandable, so you can buy more sheets to put in it. It's got a what does it have? It's got some kind of clips and stuff. Oh, hinges or whatever. So I want to say there's 500 sides in here, but I'm not sure. So what I was going to do, and I had showed it before, what I was going to do is go through all of the things that I already have cut out, and then maybe make just for little small scraps and fodder stuff, make a couple of sleeves just for that. But I want to get some tabs to like put on the end of here, each one of those, so I can easily get to whatever it is that I'm looking for. So that's what I think I'm going to do, and I will do that in a video. Well, I'll get it started. I'm not going to sit here and do all that. I don't think so, unless I do it and speed it up, because I wouldn't want to be sitting here watching people cut out stuff like, not for a long period of time. I mean, it can keep me interested for a minute, not for a long period of time. So, and then I've got to, when I go out, I got to get these things under my radar. I've got to, I think for the, to make the stamps, y'all, I don't know what this light is. I mean, I know where it's coming from, but I don't know how to block it. So it'll just be a ray of light. The speed ball for my cutters to make some stamps. I think all I needed was some acrylic paint or any kind of paint, I think. And I've got my, the tips are in this thing here. So I've got to just come up with some designs and things that I want to do. So maybe in one of my notebooks, I'll just start, copying or tracing or drawing some stuff. And then I think I've got about 5 erasers that I can start with. So I've actually just got to watch a couple of people that do this. Couple of people that do. If anybody knows somebody that I should be watching that does these, I mean, I'll Google them on the YouTube. That does the cutting of the stamps. I know some already, but I wanted to look at some more people to see, their techniques and see what can happen. And then I'm waiting to order. I'm only going to order from Amazon once a month. I'm going to try to anyway. But I do have a, what do they call that thing? It's a roller. It's called, hold on, let me take this out of here. What is that thing called? I have something like it, and I thought it was that what it was, but what I have is what you use when you're doing those diamond dot things. So they're not the same. It's called a tool. A brayer. I'm sorry. B-R-A-Y-E-R. A brayer. So it gives you instructions. Remove the clear film and apply paint to the gel printing plates. Roll into a thin layer with the brayer. Create all my designs and stuff. I got a bunch of different tools. I mean, I don't have tools. I just have stuff that you can use to make the designs. And I also want to use some stencils. That's why I got to make the stencils. Lay paper onto painted surface. So I guess it's any kind of paper you can put down. And then you press it. Okay. And then you pull the paper from the area to reveal the print. So they got a website on here. So I'll probably try to get this going sometime next week, maybe. So just need a brayer. And I already got the paints. And got a whole bunch of other little things. Now, I don't understand how they pull designs. I've seen some people put like newspaper clippings and stuff and put it on the brayer. I mean, on the gel plate, and then roll the paint over it and stuff like that. That's the part I want. That's what Devin Art does. I'm trying to figure out how she gets those things on there. It's so interesting. I know I'm probably overthinking it, making it harder than what it is, but I do like that form of art. And then I can use some of those pages for my collage books. So I can't wait to do that. get that going. So I'm going to color for a little bit. And how long have I been on here? For 10 minutes. Let me put the link in case anybody wants to come up that is going to be coloring. This is a color along that I'm doing with Kim. It is in this book. Hold on, I'm trying to put this, paste this, paste. Is that it? Okay, and then, okay. Okay, how do you get rid of that? Okay, there it is, it's gone. Okay, so the page I'm coloring it's in Fantasia by Nick Filbert, and it's this page. We actually started this page last year, I think, and I'm going to be using my Tombow markers. Let me put something under here. What is this? Oh, somebody sent me an Instagram. Oh, okay. So I'll put this under here because it can go through the page. Now, last time I was coloring the umbrella. And I'm going to trim this dress in gold. Like I'm going to draw over the lines in gold. I think I used paint for that. I did, and I used alcohol markers for that. But right now, I'm gonna put some pencil for the flowers. But I'm gonna base BASE. Hey, hi, Ooh, this is the first time. Oh my goodness! Oh, this is so exciting. Right, and this is a good channel right here, Raul. This is a nice channel. Thank you so much for popping over. I totally enjoy you over there with Miss Dee Dee Wellingham and Miss Janet Young. You all are y'all crack me up, and y'all are so helpful in any questions and things that people ask. Now, I believe you are having a end of the year marathon, and I did ask to sign up for that. I believe I did. And I didn't know exactly how that runs. I know we have time. Oh, here we go. There we go. See exactly what I was talking about. Let me put the comments on the screen. I'm so glad you remembered. Okay, so here we go. So, okay. Have you seen the lineup for the streamathon? There are still lots of time slots open, same wise and wild coloring. I love it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So where do I find that? Because I don't know. Am I on or is it announced on Instagram? Or is it do I go to your channel? Where do I go to get that? And then I'll do that and pick a slot. I'm sorry if I missed it or you already answered it. But I remember when y'all were talking about it today. Was it today or yesterday? So just let me know where do I go to sign up. And I would love to do it. I sure would. And I will be on my best behavior. There will be no lollygagging and shenanigans and no cussing. I can't do a non-cussing conversation. Oh, it's on your channel, and I add the available time slots. Okay, I'll be over there. Let me write a note. So I will be over there, and you will see my let me write a note for it right now so I can remember. And thank you so much for popping over to let me know. Okay, so go to Raul's. Go to Raul's channel for time slot for the oh, Time slots Wednesday, December the 31st, 7:45 a.m. to 8. Okay, opening with a premiere. Okay, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. is open. Oh, okay. Well, now, do you have this? Let me ask you another question. Raul was like, I ain't come over here for all these questions now. Do you have this already? The last year's one, last year's marathon on your channel, and I'm not sure if I. And a lot of times when I'm over at Dee Dee's and Janice, I don't have time to check to see if I'm logged into everybody. So, do you have the previous marathon listed so that I can look at it and see how y'all do it? And yeah, let me know if you do, because then that'll definitely help me understand the format. Okay. So your premiere comes on 7:45 to 8 a.m. and that is a Wednesday, December the 31st. Oh, New Year's Eve. Yeah, and I don't go anywhere New Year's Eve. People are crazy. Where's my calendar? Let me get my calendar here. Actually, I'm starting another calendar, but I'm going to use this one instead. Just use this one. So I'll have it in here. Okay. Oh, no, I don't have last year's, but I have the whole list of the last 2 years because this will be my third hosting. Second time solo. Well, you must have did a great job. Okay. Okay, you have the whole list of the last 2 years. Okay, all right. So that's the December the 31st. Um, and it is called, let me see what the name of it is again. It is called the Streamathon. Okay. And it's between 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Those are open. Okay. With you coming on at 7:45 with the premiere. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. That helps a lot. And we got a little time. Okay. NY New Year. Okay. NYE Streamathon. Streamathon 2025 to 2026. This year went by fast. I don't know if it's because I had so much stuff. I don't know if it's because I had so much stuff going on or what. Okay, I got it now, and I'll go up over there and see what I can find, and then I'll ask some. Um, I'll try to decide what I want to do a marathon on. It'll probably be maybe something new that I'm trying, the jelly plating or the collage or the coloring or actually drawing something. So got a whole lot of things to choose from. I'm trying not to be a one hit wonder, one pony show. I like to do a little bit of everything. Well, thank you so much. You've been promoting a lot. Okay. So I'll definitely help also. I do I do like interacting with a lot of different people. I do. I find you learn more if you always hang around with the same people all the time and that just do the same thing. You can kind of get locked in. So I like the fact that hanging out with you all, everybody does something different, and that's really what I really like and what I'm interested in. I feel like I'm coloring some leaves. But you know what? Oh, yeah, I do see some leaves. I need to watch that. There is no theme. You do what your heart desires. Uh-oh. Just, okay, Raul, I'm going to tell you, if you say that, Raul, I love art and I love music. But I swear I would love to sing. But I'm not going to sing on your show because I cannot sing. That is one thing I wish I could do in life. Forget about doing any other talent that I have. I've always wished I was a singer. But I will not ruin and sour your stream marathon with my horrible voice. But I can only hope. And and who do I sound like? I sound just like Whitney Houston. I sure do. And I only know one song from the beginning to the end, and it is a lady called Tina Marie, and her song is Square Biz. That's the only song I know. I have sung on here before. I have gotten entered into singing contests, and that's the only song I have. And it's always a joke. It's a joke because I'm horrible. Raul says, Raul, hold on, I'm trying to roll my R. Hold on. Raul, I don't think need that many R's. Raul's Reynolds Short says, I am in an art making hiatus, focusing more on shorts, AI, Procreate related. Oh, okay. I will be back with long form video mid 2026 again, maybe with jelly print. Yes. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Hold on. Where my jelly print? Hold on. What? See right there. See, I can't stay focused. I done had the roll plate out here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I bought a jelly plate pole. A jelly plate pole. I bought one of those things. I got it. It said $29. I got it at Michael's for $15. So I've got to get the brayer and everything. So yes, well, good. Well, I'm glad because I was hoping that there'd be some people that I want to see some different stuff on the jelly plate rolling. I love when I watch Miss Dee Dee and Miss Devon do it. I think I've seen Miss Janet do some also. I'm sure a couple of the other ladies. And you know, when I'm over there, I don't know everybody. And I know Cheshire and Tina, they sometimes drop people's links and stuff. So I feel bad because I interact with them and then I'm like, dang, I'm not even sub to some of these people. So, okay, well, you sound well rounded. Well, you know, I'll talk from here to heck. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this coloring, but thank you for letting me know um, about the streamathon, and I'm glad you accepted me into being into that. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to, it. And I'll pick something really interesting. So yeah, now these I did go back to Ollie's where I got these Tombow markers, and I picked up the last two at this particular Michael's that I go to. So I did not see any more. You know what? I think I might just color all of these pink and then come in later and then make them green because it's hard to tell. I think I'm going to make which ones flowers that I want to. And that's one thing that you can do when you're coloring and stuff. If you don't like what it is, if you don't understand what the artist was laying down, you can switch it up yourself and, you know, make it whatever. And then I can change it later. I might want to balance more leaves than she has. I mean, he has, Nick Filbert. But right now, I don't feel like trying to figure out, excuse me, what's a leaf and what's a flower. Now, these, I'm going to determine that those are leaves. And this whip has been in effect for over a year. So I was waiting for Kim to come up and color with me. But so far, I'm just basing it, so I still have plenty of time to color it with her. I still don't know how to color with shades, and coloring hair is the hardest, and drawing hands is so hard to do, but I still practice. See, that's good if you can draw your own item that you're going to do before you color. That's really where I want to get to. So I look at a lot of people that do straight draw, and then, you know, paint it or whatever, whether it's with charcoal or pastels or whatever. Because some people that are real artists, see, that's a, I don't mean like, I don't mean to insult anybody, but that's like a real artist that you're drawing your own pictures to color, you know. And yeah, I really like that, and that's really where I want to get to. Yeah, but I do like coloring books. They make, you know, they're so nice. I'm just really picky with the paper. The paper is, that's the determining factor, because I find like I like using a lot of different mediums, and I need to make sure I use all of my mediums also, because anything from watercolors to pan pastels to, you know, different pencils, markers, like all of that. I could have one book, and as long as I have all of those supplies, I would be happy. I'll just keep Xeroxing it and coloring it in, you know, however. Yeah. Now I've got some books that I learned I'm learning more how to draw and shade and stuff. This one person that has a YouTube channel on here, his name is Alfonso Dunn. Hold on, let me get his book. He's got a YouTube channel on here, and I found, excuse me, I found his book through, I went to a used art store, and well, this is pen and ink, but you know, some things you can apply to other stuff. I found this book, just, yeah, I found this book through an art store, and I got it for $1. This is actually a book that somebody had in their art class, because that's her, whoever that lady's name is. I don't mean to be doxing her or anything like that, but this was her book anyway. So she sold it back or gave it back to this art store that I go to. So this book has lots of techniques on strokes and types of strokes, shading. That's what you were just asking about. And how to see values when you're shading. I think that's the most, because you're a professional. I mean, I'm just kind of a little ratchet on the side, but the thing that he does is creating the values and stuff that provides the shade. And then all these different, I haven't read all of this. I do understand the concept. And yeah, so this was a great resource book. This would, I just colored that. It was like, I don't know, I just like that look. I wish I had Xeroxed it. I may have to draw that. But yeah, so the values are what I colored. I mean, I colored that. Anyway, so I started using this book as a coloring book. But I do read it in there. Yeah. And they have so many resources, but the fact I got it for $1, you know. So then I was over there with my thrifty apprentice. I just adore him. His channel is here on the YouTube also. And he draws. He watercolors, and he does everything. He doesn't really color like I do. He doesn't color. And he saw me with this one book called The Ink House, and he ran out and bought it. And so that's the connection that we have, and I've been watching him ever since. So anyway, so he had a giveaway where he gave away uh this, and I think it was the ink and wash. Oh yeah, the line and wash paint set by Derwent, and then a watercolor pad, and then I think it was a brush in here, and it was a fine liner. So, and then he actually does some of these tutorials from Mr. Alfonso Dunn on his channel, and basically, you know, they have little exercises and stuff like that. Like, this is really thorough. This one I think is available on Amazon. I don't know if this one is anymore, but this one is. But anyway, so it has little exercise and stuff. I mean, this is something to do if, especially if people, you know, you can take art classes and stuff online and stuff like that. But I like to do little stuff like this on the side. I love the books that have exercises on how to do certain things. But there's a section in here called shading also that I've been looking at. Oh yeah, value shading. Here's the whole shading thing. Yeah, so really it's like drawing is like definitely finding the values of whatever it is that you're trying to bring out. Yeah. So anyway, so every now and then, when I get bored, I'll just pull out this book or some of the other tutorial books, and I'll get some inspiration. And I'll learn, like if I want to draw something in particular, I didn't draw color that. Yeah, so I'm so proud of you for doing that, because a lot of people just draw, and it's not that they don't have natural talent for drawing, but that shading part is that really takes your drawings to a higher level if you get the right angle and shading and value and all that kind of stuff. But drawing and coloring are two different things. A lot of people think if you like art, you can do everything. A lot of people that do art or do really well in one thing, but they are not good in others. Like some people know art theory. I mean, not art theory, color theory very well, but they don't know how to draw, or they don't. I mean, they can draw, but their drawing is not their best. They're really good at matching colors and shading, and so I think it's just finding what you like and what you're good at, and then finding what you want to work on. I'm working on everything, but right now I just like coloring. Coloring is calming. I had a lot of health issues, and I just needed to get my mind free, and coloring really helped. Uh, you love giveaways? Okay, his name is. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll put it in the thing. Hold on. And he also has a box. He sells some things too. He creates things and sells them. I actually bought this palette from him. His storefront is called Defiant Arts, and so I bought this palette from him that holds, I think, I don't know, it's live 29, 30 colors. Let me find his channel. Thrifty Apprentice, and he comes in, and you know who he always watches a lot and talks about, Lindsay. Him and Lindsay are very good friends. Lindsay here on the YT. Hold on, let me find it. The Thrifty Apprentice. And he does classes and stuff on his channel. I said the 30 Apprentice. Now, I don't know if he's 30, and I'm not putting his age out. He's a little baby to me. Okay, here it is. Let me put his link here. Here he is. And he participated in Inktober. He's a part of that community. Okay, so here his link is. I can click to something else. Okay. No. Okay. Copy. Yeah, he does giveaways. I think about maybe once a month or something like that, and they're very nice. They're not just like, here's a Dollar Tree coloring book. Y'all have the same age. And I know he's gonna be like, View, what are you saying? I'm just going to say, because I look at everybody now. Yes, his name is Ken. Yes, you know Ken. Yeah, and that's his channel. Yes. Yeah, the Thrifty Apprentice. He is a sweetheart. I'm going to put it again. Let's see, in case anybody else is coming. Thrifty Apprentice. I think I have it spelt wrong. And his link is here. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, that's him. Yeah, yeah. I think he comes on Tuesdays, and no, he comes on Mondays and Wednesdays. Oh, I can't remember because he's always in my notification. Yeah, that's him. So, yeah, and he talks about values and shading and all that. But he talks about it, while he's doing his watercolors. So, yeah. I guess Miss Kim is busy. Miss Kim, I'm doing a color along. And I'm trying to get this one out the way because it is easier. Ooh, I don't have my glove on. Let me put my glove on. It is easier because I want to get it based first. And basting helps a lot, especially when I know everybody's making a big deal about these color cubes and stuff like that. And if you decide to get them, that's nice. I won't be getting them right now. If she does the interactive uh, workbook, I may think about it, but I don't want those cubes. I'm good. I just don't want to have so much stuff. I hate clutter, and then you'll be pulling those things out, and then you got them all over the place. That'll just be something else for me to keep count of. I used to be an auditor, so I would always try to maintain my inventory because that's what I used to have to do. And I just don't want to be doing that with my art supplies because I get real anal retentive. I'll have spreadsheets and I'll make myself a sign in, sign out chart. I mean, I will go all the way to that point. And like if I lose one pencil, everything has to stop. Now I've got my desk pulled out so if a pencil falls or rolls down, which God forbid it'll roll and hit the wood floor, but if it does, it won't sit there for two. When I moved my desk, I found like 4 pencils that I've been missing from different brands. That drives me nuts. So this is not against the wall, so I don't have to worry about that. But I try not to drop anything. But anyway, yeah. So I'm doing inventory. I'll stop everything. If I'm missing something, I will stop everything and look for it. And then that's when it's not fun anymore. It's like, which Kim? Oh, Kim. Kim's creative coloring. Watch, I said it wrong. Yeah, she's been on here for a while, and she comes on at Sundays and Wednesdays, and she just finished doing a book inventory count of her stash, and I think the last number was 605. I just counted my books, and I have 225. So yeah, and I'm trying not to get over 300. So, and I go through. I'm just gonna color all these pink, and I'll deal with coloring them a different color later. Everything except for the stem. Oh, I didn't do it, Miss Dee Dee. Miss Dee Dee, how you doing? Thanks for popping in. Look, I got Raul. Oh, I made I wrote my R before the well, no, I don't. Do I need the R rolling Raul with your name or no? Raul. Let me know because I want to make sure I pronounce it right. Because I go crazy with my R's because I know it's Camellia de Erico, but I say Camellia de Erico because I am one of those people that can roll my R's. Yes, my Spanish teacher loved me. Needless to say, I got an A in Spanish when I was in college, but can I speak it conversational wise? Absolutely not. I need to be dropped off in a Spanish speaking country for 30 days. And by the time on that 29th day, I will be very proficient. I know, because I know all the tenses and all how to pronounce all the letters. And, you know, I know how to read body language. So that's on my bucket list to go somewhere and, be able to. Oh, you're Brazilian born. In Brazil, we don't do that so much. Other types of Latin. Y'all don't do that extra. Y'all don't be like, "Arr." Okay. Raul said, no, we don't do all that. Okay. Calm down, View. You don't have to put too much in there. Thank you, Raul. Hey, Color with Lori, how you doing? Okay, so I don't have to work too hard at rolling my R's. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I give myself a headache when I be rolling the R's. I take it too far. I always do too much. Okay, good. So I can just say to Raul. Raul. All right. Well, yeah. So Miss Dee, I'm going to do Raul's. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name of it. Colorathon. The end of the year one. Yeah, the streamathon. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my last act of the year. Got so many choices between coloring and collaging, and then I've got the new jelly plate. Then I've got the new stamp carver, and then I can color something in a coloring book, or I can draw something. So yeah, so I got time to think about it to see what I want to do. It's gonna be fun. Yes, streamathon. Yes, ma'am. I kept missing it when you all would do it the last couple of years. Raul said this is the second year he's doing it solo, or third year of it, and the second year solo, I think he said. I might be wrong, y'all know. So I'm excited. Yeah. And it's also a great opportunity to network, get more subbies and viewers, and then learn different art techniques and things. And I need more channels to watch. I'm kind of tired of stalking the same people that I've been stalking lately, and I think they're sick of me. I am wonderful coloring with Miss Lori. I'm going to get out of here and take care of some errands. One of my friends is coming over, so we're going to go to lunch. And then I got to go by the post office. And then I'm sitting here doing this color along that Kim and I are doing. So I want to get this BASED before I get off of here. And I'm coloring all of these things, whether they're cherries, berries, or leaves, pink. And then I'll decide new colors later. So yeah, so I am good. Oh, Lori, you could do a streamathon with Miss Teresa Goodrich. Lori's like, don't, girl, leave me alone. Lori's like, why are you volunteering me for something? I'm not volunteering, I'm just mentioning. So, okay, so it looks like I have all of the oh, I've got to do ones in her hair too. So yeah. And then so we're gonna have something, I don't know, something, I want something spicy. Y'all know I love my hot and spicy foods. And I'm so glad I don't, that's one thing that my body does allow me to do. Hot and spicy foods. Like my body will not let me let me be great eating ice cream and dairy products, but it will allow me to eat the hot and spicy foods. And you know what? I'll take that. I know, right? Raul says, what time is it there? Here in Barcelona, Spain, it's almost 9 p.m. So 1 hour left and I go to sleep. It's a cold autumn night today. Oh, okay. Well, right now it's 2:56 p.m. I'm in we call it, we call it the DMV area, but it's a tri-state area. Well, not state because DC's not a state. But it's a tri-area. It's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. All of them are connected within 5 minutes of each other. So yeah, so I just say I'm in Washington D.C., the East Coast. Yeah, and it's right today is sunny, but at night it has been getting to like 30 and 40 at night. But I still have my windows open because I can breathe better with the windows cracked. And then in this little art room area, I'm using so much, the paints and stuff have fumes. Even if you don't have it open or you're not using it, these things have fumes that are coming through the containers. So sometimes I'll open up a drawer that has just my paints, and I smell paints. And so like when I do use something, I'll go out to the patio to use a fixative or something. And even when I come in here, you can still smell it. So I'm getting my little art she shack area, which the guy said that he'll be calling sometime this week to deliver it. But you know what? I don't know if I'm going to be sitting in there for right now because I want to get it hooked up with electricity. But if it's cold, I will just kind of basically get it set up. But I'm not going to put my art stuff out there. Now I do want to get some electricity hooked up in there. So I got an electrician already. I haven't asked him about this, to get a price or anything. So I just need to color that. But I just want like one little outlet, and then just be able to put like a power strip and have some stuff like a couple of lights and stuff like that. Wow, Didi, you still gave a day and evening ahead. We still a day and a Okay, you prepared rotisserie chicken and tomato sauce. It was already yummy without cooking. Oh, okay. You're gonna make it yummy, yummy. I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, so I might not really get set up into it till maybe spring, but at least I'll get it set up. You know, I've overspent my budget for a minute, and so like I don't know, I'm gonna get the electrician to give me an estimate, and then I'll see where I want to go from there. And then I'm also decluttering a storage unit, and I'm giving some stuff away to getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I want to be a minimalist. I want to lead a minimalistic lifestyle. Yeah, I don't want my stuff to freeze exactly. So I'm not just going to go out there and set it up, and then I come back out there, my matte medium is frozen. Or my markers are frozen, or definitely I want to get it set up because I don't want to put stuff in there and it'll be too hot. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just probably put part of the furniture out there. Like even right now, I don't even want to put the books out there because, the humidity, like it's not climate control in there yet. So I probably won't do too much to it. I probably end up putting more boxes and stuff in there and then use it as an area that I can go to in the daytime while the sun is out and, get some stuff worked out. Right, Dee Dee, because I don't want my products to get damaged or my books to get mildewy or anything like that. Plus, I know that it has grades on the side of the roof, and I've got to get some tiny mesh to put on the inside and then the outside. And then it has a loft in there. It's got a loft on both sides where the windows are. And so I want to put some mesh there because right up under there, it's going to be right up under a tree. And child, the spiders already want to claim every time. I knock the spiders off of the house and then they're just like right there. So I don't want the spiders to get in there thinking, oh, we got a nice big old house. I go in there one day and they're all up in there taking over. So, okay, my Raul says my house is mostly minimalistic, but my art room is the opposite. I think I haven't watched things on the TV for 7 years now and thinking to donate it. Yeah, get rid of it. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yeah, get rid of stuff, especially the TV. I have this monitor is a TV. I don't even use it as a TV. I just use it as a monitor. Um, and you have the TV in the living room and in the kitchen. If I'm cooking and stuff, I'll watch some cooking videos. But in the living room, and I really watch that every now and then just for the news because I either look at the YouTube for my news and stuff like that. So I don't look at TV unless there's something I want to see. I'll even go on the YouTube to find it if it's a movie or something like that. I rarely look at YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. I rarely look at television. I find it like a distraction, inconvenience actually, because we used to call it the TV the plug-in drug. That's what we used to call it because people would just sit in front of it and not move all day. You know, so I used to use it as background noise, but now I use the internet. So, and there's a app that I watch, not an app, but a show that I watch that does beach noises and the sounds of thunderstorms and rain and stuff. So I listen to that, when I'm really sleepy, I'll listen to that and that'll be on most of the night. And I sleep so well. I feel like I'm like out at the beach or something. So, yeah. Okay, Dee Dee, thank you for coming over. I greatly appreciate it. I really, really do. Okay, bye. Bye, Raul. Raul. I sound like Dee Dee, don't I? Raul. Uh-oh, Dee Dee. Me and Raul gonna team up. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so I gotta get ready too because I told my friend to come over about 3:30. So it's 3:03 now. So I got to make myself look presentable so I don't scare people out in public. So yeah, so I may be back on tonight. I don't know. So Miss Lori, if you see Miss Kim, tell her that I have been coloring and I've been waiting for her to come on and color with me with our color along. So I'm getting there. And I'm going to pick up one of those color alongs, Miss Lori, that you and I have been doing. I got to pick which one. I think I might do the Ink House one because that one is quicker. Who is that? My friend? Let me know she's leaving. Oh, let's see. Okay. 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 Yeah. Let me take my cell phone out of here. All right. Thank you, Raul, for everything. And I will be going over there to see what's going on. And I will definitely be participating. Which part of the US are you in? I can't tell by your accent. I know, right, Raul? Now, this is the thing. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast. I'm at the very end of the East Coast. And I'm in DC area. I just say DC just as a blanket area. So I have an issue with a lot of different accents because I can sound like I can sound like I'm from a lot of different places. Some people say I have a northern accent, some people say I have a southern accent. Some people, I mean, it's kind of weird where you can't really tell. My dad was in the military, so we lived a lot of different places, and it just depends on how I feel. I not naturally, um, to me, I say I'm country, but when I'm working, Raul, yeah, Washington. But when I'm working for the government, when I was working, I would always have that government voice. It was a professional voice. But when I'm on here on the YouTube, I speak grammatically incorrect, and I find it funny. So sometimes I may sound more southern than not, but I think people in DC area sound like me. I mean, yeah, I mean, we all sound alike, but there because so many people are from so many different places, you'll get a lot of slang. So, like in around this area, there's a place called Baltimore, Maryland, where those people, they sound totally different. They really have an accent. But and then like New Jersey, New York, they have an accent. But I don't think I have an accent. I think it depends on what slang word I'm saying, what I'm talking about. But yeah, people sometimes can't figure out where I'm from. Hmm. But yeah, that's so yeah. I don't think I have one. I've heard people say that I do. I don't know that unless I'm making fun, but I do mispronounce words on purpose. I find it funny for some reason. And sometimes I do it so much that I mean I know what the right word is, but I like saying it grammatically incorrect. All right. Well, thank you. Have a nice day and enjoy your meal with your bestie. Bon appetit. Right. See you tomorrow at Dee Dee's. Okay, will do. All right. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Peace out. Peace out. And let me figure out where to turn this thing off at. Hold on. There we go. All right. Bye, y'all.